Dear Teroxx community, welcome to our trade of the week video. And when we're taking a look on the last 7-day performance, we can see there was a huge bull run on the market, and large cap coins like Bitcoin and Ethereum outperformed small cap coins, and this is something that rarely happens. So all in all, Bitcoin dominance in the last 7 days rose from around 42 to around 45%. That means there's an upswing of 3% between altcoins and Bitcoin for Bitcoin, and this does as well mean that Bitcoin was stronger than the altcoins. If we're taking a look on the last 3 months, we can see we came from levels of 45, went then down to levels of around 40, and now back to 46, 45, means that Bitcoin is clearly stronger than altcoins, and this is something that is as well visible in the charts. While Bitcoin is rising a lot, other projects like for example Solana cannot hold and not go with these upswings, and this is quite interesting. So people believing in Bitcoin, people may think, okay, there will be SEC listing soon in America and stuff like this. Of course, like Solana as well played out quite good on the last days after the quarter changed, and I don't want to sag this down, but what's interesting is that, for example, Solana had a downtrend from the highest to the lowest point in this uptrend of around 16%. The trend seems to be clear, it's going a little bit down. There's no real power. How you can see, this green power is not bigger than the sell volume, and the sell volume often is hours long, and then there's just one huge buyback point. All in all, of course, the market is as well in Solana up around 20% since the quarterly change. But what we don't need to forget is that Bitcoin was hype bullish while altcoins not, and this is interesting. So people shifting money from altcoins to Bitcoin to gain the Bitcoin money, so to speak, the Bitcoin price changes, and will then switch back to altcoins sooner or later. There will be a time and a point where altcoins will outperform Bitcoin again, but until this point Bitcoin is showing how strong it is. So all in all, chart wise, there was just this support line that as well acted as a support. So we held this support at 41k, and then now you can see around the quarterly change to the 1st of October, the market just went up. And from the lowest to the highest point, we can easily see this run up of around 37%. From the quarterly change, it's up around 28, and to the point right now, it's around 25. But a huge upswing, and what you can see as well, once the market rose, there is a bullish sideways movement. So the sideways movement, once the market is settled down a little, is with low volatility, is going for a few days. How you can see over here in Bitcoin, this range was we were in this range for around 3 days, and then the market broke out again. So literally here were no sell-offs after an upswing of around a few percent. So this upswing was between 15 and 19%, and no one really sold. Okay, so the highest volatility in this were then from the lowest to the highest point around 5%, a trend channel of 5% volatility in this market. It seems to be nothing for these days. So no sell-offs. We touched this multiple line multiple times, and then the market rose again, and then now had a top at around 55,500 to 55,700. Now it's losing a little bit of steam. Market seems to be very hot. Two scenarios that can happen in Bitcoin: we can break through this resistance line and then easily hit to 60k, creating even more FOMO, or we're going down to this area around 50k. In between, we will hit some moving average lines of the 50 and 100 days. So keep an eye on this. This could as well be a return point, or if we're going into a sideways mode at around 53,000 as well, we can easily change back to the top. But keep an eye on this. The RSI is still in a neutral zone. We need to come way more down that this would be oversold. So all in all, keep an eye on Bitcoin. Once the market settles down, it can be the case that altcoins outperform Bitcoin again. So keep an eye on altcoins, and then strong rising altcoins due to this can happen every day at every time. I hope you like this video. If you do, love it if you comment, like, or share this video, and we'll see us next time when it comes to weekly crypto trade of the week provided by Teroxx.